Well, former chairman of the Republican National Committee, Michael Steele, here with us.
Yes.
Thanks for being with us.
Good to be back here with you guys. How's it going?
It's good to have you. You talked today at the Forum Club of the Palm Beaches about turning the elephant. And I wonder, when you talk to your Republican friends, is anybody receptive to your ideas?
Yeah, very much so. There is a large and growing number of Republicans who are kind of fed up with the way the party presents itself, the way we make the argument for our values and our ideas. We're not a one-note party. We're not a one-size-fits-all party. And I think, and I'm very encouraged to see that there are more and more Republicans who are willing to express that and to be in the forefront of making sure that we all are turning that elephant together. To face the American people, to face the things that we believe, and to face the country, more importantly, on things that are important to them.
You talked about how it was Ronald Reagan who turned you into a Republican when you were 17 years old. Aside from yourself and maybe a guy like Tim Scott, who are some of the other voices within the GOP right now who are reaching 17-year-old black males in the inner city?
Well, that's a difficult question to answer, because I would arguably say very few, if any. That's not high on the constituency list for the GOP, unfortunately.
And then why not, though?
Well, that's the question that we try to answer. Certainly, as national chairman, we endorsed, supported, and got behind a number of African-American male candidates, two of whom we got elected, one of whom from Florida, Allen West, and Tim Scott, obviously, to Congress as well, from South Carolina, along with a host of others at the state and local levels. So for me, it was a matter of putting your money where your mouth was, and not just talking about, oh, we need to go out and address black candidates. Well, yeah, let's do that by actually endorsing, supporting, and getting behind those candidates. Like to see more of that. But it's not just about the African-American vote or an African-American candidate. It's about our message across the board to all Americans that are reaching communities from which those individuals will rise up and wear the Republican label, run for office, and espouse those ideas.
There were some reports this morning. They were talking about President Obama meeting with Democrats yesterday, some top-level Democrats, and he apparently told them that John Boehner is going to push through immigration reform this year. That's a difficult spot for Boehner, obviously, because it upsets a lot of the base members of the party, but they need to reach new voters. Is there any strategy here that Boehner can win on immigration?
I think, I just like the speaker to be himself. I think he knows the heart of this issue. Aside from the politics are so obvious. 50,000 Hispanics turn 18 every month. Duh. All right, so you want to be a part of that.
But how do you take it
growth?
past that kind of disingenuous argument?
Well, but that's my point. I think that if the speaker, working with Republican leaders, not just on the Hill, but around the country. There are a lot of Republicans who are out here in the vineyard, if you will, in states like Florida, Arizona, New Mexico, New York, Iowa, who are working diligently with Hispanic organizations and individuals, some of whom are Hispanic themselves. That's where you're going to find the strength of any effort to reform our immigration laws. It's not enough to stand up and say we're going to build a wall 10 feet high and electrify it, and everybody applauds that. That's not welcoming to those people who are coming in the door and those who are already here. What you want is something that's more holistic. I think Boehner can speak to that. I hope he does. Certainly the likes of a Marco Rubio, but listen to Governor Susana Martinez, Governor Raul Labrador of Idaho. So you've got folks out there that you can turn to in this particular conversation. So it doesn't have to be Boehner's face that's making the message real, but we have Republicans within the party who can make the message real as well.
All right, well, let's wrap it up on a lighter note. I know you participated in Alpha House along with a lot of other politicians, including
my 3 seconds on the screen,
including Anthony Weiner. What do you make of the fact that shows about politics are becoming popular culture?
Because it's how we laugh at ourselves, and it's how I think the American people kind of look at it and say, yeah, that's how it really is, and that's fine. I mean, look, if we can't laugh at what we do from time to time, if we can't show that, like everyone else, we say crazy things, we do dumb things, so we're always so guarded. Everything is so, packaged and presented. When we get this mic in front of us and stand in front of guys like you who've got that piercing question, you become defensive. what I love about shows like Alpha House is you get to see the other side of it, because a lot of that stuff really does happen, and a lot of that stuff is how people in politics approaches it. So I think it's good. I think it's good fun. It's healthy fun, and I had a good time with it. So
people can catch it on Netflix. I think it comes out today.
Yeah.
Former chairman of the RNC, Michael Steele, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Our
Good
pleasure.
to see you, man.